Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. This is an exciting test. I think I finally got the chat going, which, was a little bit problematic last time when we tried the mixer test because, in all honesty, I totally forgot to switch on the relay thing. So that's just a little tick box that I need to tick, and then the YouTube messages will be relayed to Mixer, and the Mixer messages will be relayed to YouTube. And this in the background here, you can see the delay between what I'm sending and what you're receiving. So I'm watching the Mixer return, and it's really fast. So if I raise my hand, it happens on there immediately, which is very cool. If I switch over to the YouTube return, look at that, the titles haven't even finished yet. We did that last time. We did a little test here. So if I try and raise my hand, it takes literally seconds for the signal to come back from YouTube. Watch this, my hand's gonna come up in a moment, hopefully. I don't know, is it? Yes, look at that, but it was really long. So last time I counted, let's try counting again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 8-9 seconds. Look at that. This is how long it takes for my signal to arrive at YouTube, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? But then if I switch back to the Mixer thing, this is why I love doing these tests, because you can only really do that with people and, try the chats and everything. So there we go. So this is now me just try to count like 1, 2, there we go. It's literally, I'm less than 1 second behind myself. Oh my God, this is freaky. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining in. Thank you, Dollar Movie from Russia, I believe. Very exciting for you to join us. Hello Biscuits, hello Christina, hello Julia, my producer, Mrs. Julia Vers-Lewis, of course, here with us today for the first time on Mixer. And because Mixer allows me to restream to so many other platforms, I've also connected my personal Facebook profile. So for everyone who's joining in on Facebook today, hello and thank you so much for joining me. This is the first time I'm live on Facebook. It's kind of an honor. It's really cool. For everyone who's sent me super nice birthday wishes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I wanted to do this kind of on my birthday, maybe a day after, and just say thank you so much for thinking of me. I'm doing well. I haven't been on Facebook much, so you don't really know what's going on in my life, which is kind of my fault. So it's one of those things. It doesn't matter at all. I'm here and I'm doing marvelous. That's all that counts. Woo! Julia V is now following you. This is exciting. This is very cool. And I love this little zombie going there. That's very cool. I love that. So that's exciting. That brings my follow count on Mixer.com to a whole 7, which is awesome. So I've got 7 followers on Mixer now. That's great. Today, of course, and Hypebot is telling me as much as well. Very exciting. I love playing with this kind of technology. It's very cool. Today, of course, we're playing a classic Portal. And Portal. Hello, Portal. Oh my God, Portal isn't coming up. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Portal's back. There we go. So Portal is something we've played for the last 2 Mondays. The first Monday, we just did it straight to Mixer. And it looked very well. And then the following Monday, we tried it via Restream, and we had to abandon it, the Restream test, because the signal was so bad. It just really wasn't working well. And I think it's down to me because I used the wrong settings. So of course, that's, it's kind of totally my fault. So that couldn't work. And I think the issue was that I didn't set the keyframe intervals properly. So I had set it to 0, which means the streaming software that I'm using, OBS, kind of makes it up as it goes along, and that was of course not adequate and not good for the so-called FTL protocol, which is the faster than light protocol. Very exciting. And I've changed that now to 2, so every 2 seconds I'm sending what's known as an iframe or a keyframe. Streaming software knows it as a keyframe, and video technology and all that, we used to call it an iframe, and that is basically a whole picture comparable to a JPEG image, and everything that's sent between these frames are so-called P frames and V frames, I think, and those are literally just changes from the last keyframe. So it brings the data rate right down, but it also means you can't look at one of these frames directly in between. So if you were to start a stream, the streaming decoder has to wait until a full iframe arrives, then it can actually make sense of that, and then it can derive data from that. It's an interesting 3D terminology because it's a little bit like a morph for an object. You can't do anything just with the morph. You have to have the actual OBJ data, and then you can derive a morph from that, and you can morph the OBJ with that morph data, but you can't really do anything just by looking at the morph data. It won't make any sense. And this is exactly what an iframe or keyframe is about with video decoding, an iframe versus a p-frame or v-frame. So there we go. A little bit of useless trivia, technology trivia there. One of those things. It's not useless, but it's one of those things that's happening in my brain. Last time then, of course, in Portal, we met GLaDOS in the first part. We made our ways through the test chambers 1 through, I believe, 10. And then in the second part, we journeyed on to test chamber all the way through test chamber 18. And now we're, I believe, almost at the end of the game. My game controller's gone to sleep now. He's bored by what I was saying, I guess. Let's see if we can load our previous game in here. Test chamber 19, which according to the law of the land is the last test chamber in the game. There we go, that's exactly where we stopped. But of course that's not quite the case, because we have arrived in test chamber 19, but that doesn't mean the game is over after we've gone through this test chamber. So first of all, we're going to have to solve this puzzle, and then, well, we'll see what else happens. Let's kick back, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy what's happening next on Classic Portal. Let's have a look. So we've got another platform here that gets us through one of those. I suppose once we kick that off, I guess we're going to be on our way through this corridor here. And, well, we'll see what happens afterwards. We can probably just put a portal in here and just have a quick look. Like so. Ah, there we go. We can just about see our feet there. Very cool. I guess we can also park ourselves over here. But I think in order to open that door, I think there's something else necessary. So let's see what happens. We can just go here. From here, that's us over here. Jumping up and down. And we're wearing these metal things at the back of our feet. And I guess that's so that we can jump down from larger distances. I think that's what that's all about. Oh, there we go. Button. I haven't really looked into that front room here. I bet I've forgotten something. I bet I've missed something here. But let's see what happens when we press that button. Ah, I see. Yes. I don't see an obvious way to stand there, so I suppose if we were to put a portal there once that thing is open, I don't think that's going to do us any good. Let's go back into this front room and see what else we can do there. Maybe if this is blue, we're going over here. Ah, safety. So yes, I suppose we're going to have to try and kick this thing into action, which at the moment I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Oh yeah, so we were just here. I get it. And I guess this is where that energy pellet here, the Aperture Science high energy pellet, needs to jump into. I see the issue is that in previous incarnations we would have just put a portal right here, but we can't do that anymore because this is now metal, and as such we can't put portals on metal, so we can only put portals on this gray stuff here and on the floor. So I suppose we can only put a portal on here. That's cool. Pellet goes in there. And then we can try and put another portal perhaps into here. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to work, but it's worth a try. Oh man, that's not what we want, is it? Well, so we can't put a portal on this thing. I guess we're going to have to leave that hole. So let me just put a portal. It would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I guess, well, oh my god. That nearly killed me here. So what do you think? Put... Oh my goodness. It's my ear. It's getting hot already. So I guess we need to find a way to put that pellet onto here so that it then goes and smashes itself into there. But how if we can't put a portal opposite so that we get that proper angle there so that it bounces off? Oh my god, I think we're suffering from pellet overload here. That is already a very tricky puzzle. I think much trickier than the other ones we've played last week and the week before. Yes, I mean it is the last test chamber after all, so 19 out of 19, so there we go. It's kind of the last one here. Let me put a blue portal into here so that we can see what would happen if the pellet bounces into here. Bounces there, bounces there. We can't catch it from here. We can possibly let it bounce so that it goes off here, and at that moment we put a portal in. That could do the trick. Let me try that. Maybe that's something we can try. So I'll put one portal into here, the blue one. Now instead of putting the portal in there right away, I'm going to wait until that pellet comes out, bounces off once, goes to the wall, and now I'm going to put a portal. Ha-ha! Yes, the cake sign, exactly. It's totally here. It's so cute, isn't it? You may get killed. There's a high energy pellet that may kill you. Please don't drink the water. But there's cake with a cherry on top. That's so cute, isn't it? Oh, okay, cool. And that made this platform travel now. Yes, I remember GLaDOS's last words when she said, the test is nearing its completion. First you will be baked, and then there will be cake. That's not nice, is it? Oh, I think Dave, by the way, can't join us today because he's in... He told me where, but I forgot where it was. It's a little village. He's gone traveling there with his wife, and I think she's doing a job, and he's come with her. But I think that means he's not going to be able to join us in Mixer Monday today. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. What happened? I got stuck in the portal. So now that I'm here, like we deduced in the beginning, I guess when I just press the button, maybe I can just go and sneakily put a blue portal there, which is behind the door now. And now, perhaps I can... Oh, man. That's not good, is it? I think... Oh, whoa. Ow. That was unsuccessful. I guess we'll try that again, shall we? Totally baked. So my idea was to just put a blue portal. I like the idea that we don't completely have to start from the beginning. That's very nice, actually. So we open this quickly to put the portal, the wrong color portal, of course, at the end there. And then, before we step on that thing, I guess we're presented with that thing that goes and, you know, jumps up and down there. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to come out here. Here it comes. There it comes again. It just messes with your brain, doesn't it? Oh, did she? So I'm thinking I'm going to put my orange portal here now, and perhaps a blue portal here, so that I can just about, oh my god, jump on this thing, like now. Oh my god, that was lucky. Whew. The Sealy Queen, I don't think I know the Shadow Hunters. Oh man, again. Oh man. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Well, we're nearly there. We're taking this bit by bit, come on. So, I don't really know how we're supposed to do this now. Put one portal in here, put another one in here. Oh yes. Just do... too easy. Cake coming up, everyone.
Congratulations. The test is now over.
Oh, good.
All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin.
Good.
Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
Yes. What are we going to do now? All right, I see. Oh, Julia says put one in here and then quickly jump in there and escape the fiery pit of madness. Oh, cool. GLaDOS is crashing.
You made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you. We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party.
A party
Make no
associate.
further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
So I'm thinking I'm probably happy to miss that party. I'm okay, really. I'm going to battle my way out of here. So that was the end of test chamber 19. Technically, I guess GLaDOS had assumed that this was also incidentally the end of the game, but that's not quite the case, is it? So I guess I can go somewhere up here. This was a total plot twist, though, when we found this out the first time. Can I put a portal here? Yeah, I can do that. This was a total plot twist when we found that out the first time, and it was just so crazy that we're now more or less on our own, and the design and the graphics are completely different now. It's not the gray test chamber style that we saw before, so very interesting stuff. So I think, taking into consideration then what we've learned from the momentum thing, it looks like I can't place a portal up here anywhere. But what I can probably do is put a portal here at the very top. And then I can try and walk into that and come out of that. And while I'm falling down, which is probably going to be like somewhere like this, from here, I can throw another portal into the ground, which will then throw me back out of this thing and hopefully with a lot of momentum shoot me all the way over to there. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Let's do this thing. I'm going to go and enter it through the wall. Thank you so much for your confidence. I don't think we have to do that, Christina. I think we're okay without the saving, because I think it just goes and just brings us, even if we get killed, I think we're going to be okay. All I need to remember is what color portal I need to shoot. So I guess, what's that? Yeah, that I think that's where we're probably gonna jump onto. Oh my god. So I'm gonna jump out of here, and while I'm jumping, I'm gonna place a portal on the ground, which will shoot me back out of the portal that I'm currently... Oh man, this is messing with my head. So I'm gonna shoot an orange portal, right? Because technically I'm coming out of... Let me just test this before. I'm coming out of a blue portal, aren't I? So... Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, wow. That is so cool when that happens. Woo, thank you. Oh, and you know, the other thing I can do with this Stream Deck thing is I can put some sound effects on there. So like when this happens, I can cue a round of applause. Maybe that's a good idea. Or booing and hissing if things don't go so well. Hey Biscuits, have you seen, I've got a notification today on my Mac actually that they've updated the Stream Deck. There's a new version of the Stream Deck available, and that's a larger version. That's very cool. They've made one with like, I don't know, 5 million keys now, so it's like almost the size of a real keyboard. It's huge, and it works with the same software that we're using, but it's just more keys. That's very interesting. It's $250, so I'm not sure if that's something I'll invest into anytime soon. But they've also, and I thought that's also very interesting, they've made an app now for the iPhone in which you basically have the buttons of the Stream Deck attached on your phone. So if you can't afford a Stream Deck or you want a second one, you can now use your phone and then just put that app on there, and then it's you just basically use it like that. The tricky thing is though, they've made it a subscription app, so it's not something you can buy once and keep. They want $25 a year. But not bad. Exactly, it's super awesome. I'm seriously thinking that's something at the back of my mind. It's about, how big is it? I saw the picture, so I think it's got about 4 rows of buttons, and then it's about like this large. It's massive, and I forgot the amount of keys. At least double, if not more. It's a very, very cool thing. Chris, that is so cool. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. It's that Miami air. That's the moisturizer. Wow, how are you keeping? Are you still with SNTV? How exciting. Chris, everyone, this is Chris. Chris, this is everybody. Or a small subset of the people I meet like 2 or 3 times a week on YouTube and on Mixer. So very cool. If you want to experience super low latency between what I'm saying and what you're receiving, head over to mixer.com/VersLewis. It's very exciting. This is a multi-stream test, so very exciting stuff. Very cool. Very nice. And we're playing classic Portal. This is cool. It's nice to hear from you. Very nice to hear from you. So I knew there was a reason why we should connect Facebook. So there we go. This is nice. New building. Of course, I've never been to the new building. That's very exciting. I still in my mind when I think back to the IMG days, SNTV days. Chris and I, we used to work at weekends primarily together doing all kinds of sporting events, primarily the English Premier League football. So the rights situation is of such nature that everyone who wants to view live English Premier League football, as well as French football and German football and Italian football and all kinds of other football, there's usually a broadcaster who has the rights for the domestic market. So like for English football, there's somebody like Sky who has the rights to broadcast this for the UK. But everyone else in the world who wants to see that signal will have to come through a rights holder. And the company I used to work for, IMG, they sold the rights as well as the technical feed, like the content. And that's what I used to do, technical shenanigans behind the scenes in television. And the viewing figures were quite staggering. I think for a Man U versus Chelsea game or something, it's like 1 billion viewers, live viewers. It's like very, very mind-warping experience, that. Anyway, while we're going, I'm going to check that link out later. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm going to go and see what happens in the depths of Portal now that we've just about made it over the fiery piece of non-cake experience down here. Have you played Portal, Chris? And Biscuits, have you played Portal? More to the point, have you heard of Portal? Very cool game that. Julia and I used to play that like years ago on the original Xbox. And we're kind of in this part of the game where we're all thrown by the fact that we're no longer solving cute little puzzles. We now have to survive on our own. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that just yet. Oh, perhaps we'll just walk through that corridor. Easy that. So I guess up the stairs. Whoa, the broken stairs, excuse me. And door, intercom. Hello. This looks cozy. But creepy too. I think that's one thing that really stuck with me in Portal, is this whole atmosphere that it creates. Tool, that may come in handy. And this looks like those cute little robots that they were building here. I guess they're in maintenance mode now. The cute little guys that were trying to kill us with laser beams, which was, not very nice. I don't think we can do anything with these tools. They're just here for, decoration. A nice metal shader here, I must say. So Christina told me something yesterday about a Blender plugin called Fluent. Have you heard of that, Biscuits? Because that's the first time I heard of it. And what struck me about it is that it was, what's it called here? It is a GPL licensed plugin, but you can also buy it. I've never kind of heard of that licensing model before. I thought that was very interesting. Oh, a flag game, right. Yeah, see, this is where one of those tools would come in handy if we could maybe smash the lock, but I guess we can't. Well, I mean, since we have that valuable Aperture Science portal device, perhaps we're just going to teleport ourselves behind this door, like so. And so yes, that's something I've explained that in the last 2 episodes. This portal gun that we've got here, that can connect 2 parts of the 3D world with one another. And so I can shoot an orange portal and I can shoot a blue portal. And then once I connect these 2 things, I can walk through them. So if I put a blue portal into here, I can kind of see myself. Not sure what's going on with the eyes here. That doesn't look healthy. But yeah, so I can see myself, which is rare for first-person shooter games. Even though when I look down on myself, I can't see myself. Very interesting. That. I guess that's a limitation of the source engine that we've got here. Whoops. So yeah, now I can walk through this. Oh no, she has eyes. That's okay. And I can kind of chase after myself, which, you know, that messes with your brain. But we can also shoot a portal now behind this door on certain surfaces, so not on here. I don't think that doesn't accept a portal, but this wall, for example, will accept a portal. And now I can literally walk into here. And now I'm behind here. Right, you see, this is exactly what the WordPress guys do, Christina. The WordPress say if you build something for WordPress, it must have the same license as WordPress has, which is GPL2. Aha! Open sesame! But it's interesting to hear that this is exactly the same that's going on in the WordPress world. So as soon as somebody releases a plugin and says, I'd like to charge for it, sometimes they do.
I can feel you here. Hello?
She doesn't know where we are. That's funny, isn't it? And some developers get around this or try to get around it. And I'm just thinking, give it all away for free, man. It's part of the cool open source thing. You just give it away for free. That's what makes Blender and WordPress at the core so fundamentally important to what we're doing. So I guess, what do you think? I'm going to go and shoot a portal through here, and then I'm just going to leisurely walk through it, right? Right, that's a good way to do it as well, to do that. That's what the Ubuntu guys do. It's just I'm trying not to hit those blades here. Not very successfully. Oh, there we go. Cool. And now, since I can't put a portal into any of these surfaces here, I can either put it in the ground, which messes with my head. So I'm going to go back out. I'm going to put the other portal into here. This equipment starts and stops automatically. Oh, that's good to know. And now I'll just sneak my way past those evil fan blades here. Yeah, Ubuntu provide the source code and the whole distribution for free, but when enterprise customers want to use it, they say, yeah, come to us for support, and then we charge you by the hour. I think that's a very good way of doing it. Exactly, that's the other thing with open source, isn't it? That you have to provide the source code, and then you can do whatever you like with it, but you must provide the source code, which is cool. I sometimes think that's what everyone should be doing. Because it's often, ow, man, totally killed me. Stepped into that fan blade there, didn't want to do that. And where are they now? Oh, we're here, right, cool.
Hello? Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here.
Ah, there we go. Yes, that was painful. So blue portal is here. This slime, of course, kills us as well, so we can't walk across that. Kind of an interesting slime shader here. Christina, I'm looking forward to playing with those UVs on my logo. That's going to be very exciting. Christina's kindly UV mapped my logo, and I was thinking, whoa, maybe I can put some animated textures on it. That may be a Unity challenge. What do you think? That'd be cool. Do that in Unity and have something like that. I mean, not as gross, obviously, but something with particles, perhaps. Just move over my logo. I can imagine that's kind of cool. Did you use Retopo Flow for that, or did you just do that by hand? Oh yeah, in Blender. That's the other thing. Exactly. I don't know if we can do it in Dash Studio, but I think in Blender it should be possible. You just, instead of an image texture, you just apply a video texture, right? That's what I thought. It is quite disorienting to be in this part of the game where you have this completely abandoned research facility, and it looked also so nice and grey, and it was just puzzle chambers, and here we've got flying cubes overhead. Look at that, very cool. No, right, you just applied seams and then you unwrapped them, right? That's how I imagined you did it. We'll have a look in here. Damn, door's closed. Oh, maybe we can just go and make our way over here. But again, how? Yeah, look at that. This is an open door. So if we can just go and walk. Well, I say easy. I think there's a gap here, isn't there? This moves all the way to the wall, but I think over here, I think there's a gap here. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, that is not going to be possible. Right, yeah, marker seems cool. Biscuits, do you use Blender much, or do you have other packages that you use for your work? I believe you mentioned Cinema 4D once, but I may mix that up. I'm dealing with so many software packages these days, I can't quite remember if it was Cinema 4D. Yes, I'm a little puzzled as to how do we get across here now. Oh, I know. Right. I don't think there's a way for us to jump out of the ceiling onto here, but there may be a way for us to get shot through the magic of momentum, perhaps out of here. So if we get shot out of here, we may be able to be caught by this place. Oh, okay. Thank you, Biscuits. I wasn't sure. Yeah, Cinema 4D. Do you know, did I tell you there was a viewer, Daryl, I mentioned that last time. There was a viewer, Daryl, who asked me, could I make a tutorial about how to take assets over from Dash Studio and put them into Maya. And I said, nah, I'm so sorry, I can't afford Maya. I don't know how to do that. And he said, well, he's using the Learning Edition of Maya, and maybe I could tell Autodesk if I'm a institution that educates, and maybe get that version for free. And guess what? They've given it to me for free. So now I have Maya. Not so much it used to be called the Personal Learning Edition, but today it's called the something like Education Edition or something like that. So my idea is I'm going to run into here, and then that would shoot me out here, and that maybe will get me onto here. Right, so you tell me when, and I'm going to totally run through this portal. And that lets us test that super amazing low latency of Mixer. That's right, it's another software for me to play with. It's going to be so exciting. I hope I find the time. Woo! Oh man, that's lame, isn't it? How lame is that? Further work is required. I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, look, I think I'm gonna go and jump down here. That's right. I'm totally going to go and I'm half through the portal there. That is crazy. I'm going to go through here and put another portal into here, and that should shoot me out. Let's try this again. Come on. And oh, look at that. That is so cool. And that also shows how fast Mixer is. I literally heard you press the return key because Julia's of course next to me. But then I looked at the I am James Bond like. Yeah, this is so cool about Mixer. So my plan is, this is why I'm doing these Mixer tests. My plan is to do the 3D Shenanigans live streams on Mixer and on YouTube. And then, maybe expand into other regions. There's so many streaming services out there. I can't quite believe it. There's one is called dlive.tv. I've never heard of that before. That is streaming on the blockchain. Can you believe it? That's a decentralized network of computers. And it's huge already. It's crazy. PewDiePie's just signed up with him because he had a bit of a falling out with the friendly folks from YouTube. Guess, it's one of those things. That's exactly right. And then we have this glass effect here, so we're gonna see more of these rooms. And these, I guess, those are kind of high-end Aperture Science computers that we can do things with, like the Ratman in his Ratman's den. He opened the cover of one of these, and then he put a hot plate onto the heatsink and made himself beans. It's so cute. Oh, keyboard goes with the computer. Maybe we'll put that on top of here, and then grab a mouse here while we're at it. Can we grab a mouse? Yeah, that's cool. Put the mouse on here too. There. Good. Is that bacon? How did you do that? Did you work out these extras that you get there?
No, it's just
Oh, I see. Because I think the longer you watch on Mixer, they give you these things called skills. So we have these numbers next to our names, and the more numbers you have, the kind of the different types of emotes you can put in there. Oh, so they truncate the messages. Oh, very interesting, Christina. This is why these tests are really good. Right. How does the YouTube chat look then, Biscuits? It's not too cluttered, is it? With all the there's only, looks like there's one person that says Restream bot, and then behind it we get to see who the author is. Is that annoying, Biscuits? Or is that kind of usable? Because the issue with Mixer is, that's one of the drawbacks about Mixer, is that they're great for live streaming, but they only keep your streams for 2 weeks. And then they delete them, and there's no way that you can save them. You can't upload anything, and you can't save things for the future. It's literally like a very much here and now type service. So I think eventually, you see, this is what that test chamber from earlier looks like from this omnipresent observer location here. That's good to know. Thank you, Biscuits. That's very good to know. Because the thing is, why the chat is so important to me is when I do a stream on Mixer and we have a really good conversation going, and I have to download the clip from Mixer and upload it to YouTube, the chat's gone. And that's a bit of an issue. So the only two ways around it is either to do a relay type chat like this so that the chat gets saved with the YouTube clip, or I could overlay the chat into the vision. And that may or may not be annoying. I've seen this done well before, and maybe that's something we can try next time. But it's just something I'm not entirely sure where to put it. Oh, it's on Facebook too? How exciting! Oh, that's what it looks like on Facebook. Oh. Right. Facebook is interesting. I've read about the Facebook chat integration in that they convert, once the live stream is over, they don't have a chat replay, but they have something that converts all the chat messages into regular comments underneath the video. It's a very clever idea to do that. So that it keeps all the chat going. It just kind of destroys the fact at which point in the chat the chat happened. But it turns them into regular comments, so that's kind of cool. Here we can see the 5-year review of the GSA schedules, Black Mesa versus Aperture. Aperture obviously doing much better than the proposed Black Mesa and awarded and this and the other thing, so, you know. Yes, Black Mesa was the company or the thing that we encountered in the Half-Life series. And this game takes place in the same universe. And I suppose Aperture Science and the Black Mesa organization, they're kind of competitors in the same field of, you know, weirdness. Yes, it looks quite cool, doesn't it? All the orange R's. But I guess we can't really do anything with this room. I mean, this is how we came in here. We could open the door, that's all cool. And if anyone needs an old computer, I guess we have a few lying around here. And keyboards. More computers than keyboards, but that's cool. There's another door. Where's another door? Oh, this one. There's a door here. Oh yeah, that's that room. And the story goes that the people who were working in this facility have mistreated this robot, this omnipresent robot, the GLaDOS robot. And eventually GLaDOS turned evil and got rid of the humans. And she now thinks she can take revenge on the humans. This is, I guess, where we're going to continue our journey. Let me do it and see if I can put the chair in order here. No, I can't. Somebody was just looking at what's going on in this test chamber here. Crazy stuff. I'm pleased, though, that the higher data rate works at 60 frames a second, too. That's good to know. The 3D Shenanigans stream on Friday I usually do in 30 frames a second, because it doesn't really need to be 60 frames. But the higher data rate is good for Subnautica, so I'm thinking of doing Subnautica in this way as well, and you know, we have a much faster conversation going then. Oh, this is where we continue on now. Right, this is that bridge we saw from over here, and now we go and just make our way over to this part and perhaps see where those stairs lead us now. This is all still one level, by the way, so it's very interesting. The Source engine doesn't have world streaming like the Unity engine has, so we have to have a defined beginning and an end, and then we just go through some portal like the lift, usually the elevator, and then we load the next level. It's kind of cleverly disguised and cleverly done here. They did it the same way that Halo solved that problem. How are we going to get up there? Oh, easy, right? We're just going to put a portal here and then find a way into that portal, like maybe like this. Okay. That gets us up here, but does it get us... where does it get us next? Ah, yes. I guess we're going to have to put another portal into this wall here, so that with momentum on our side, we're going to go all the way over here. Let's try it out. Okay, tell me when and I'll jump down. Oh my god, this is exciting. Anybody? Any takers? Okay, I'm just gonna jump. That's fine. Ah, that brings us here.
What are you doing?
Ah.
You haven't escaped, you know. You're not even going the right way.
Really?
Hello? Is anyone there?
She doesn't even know where I am. All we know is that the cake is a lie. That is very funny, Biscuits. Okay, next time I'll wait for you, for sure. The cake is a lie. That was so funny the other day when we had that discussion about stroop waffles. That was so cool. I'm glad Richard liked them as well. Richard, Patrick? I forgot, was it Patrick? Patrick, not Richard. Well, I mean, perhaps we're going to join all those companion cubes in that broken pipe and we'll see where that gets us. Ah, oh my god, this is happening automagically now. Whoa. Oh my god, now we're going up and back. Ah, down. That's it. I was enjoying the ride there. And, maybe biscuits, maybe the cake lied about the car.
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
Well, I'm not sure how much I want to join that robot for another test. Which test chamber are we in, actually? This kind of looks familiar. Yeah, that's usually where that displays it. This is also usually the elevator that either brings us in or takes us out. Oh, this is probably the one that brings us in. Oh. That's another one of those rooms there. Perhaps the very room that we were just watching. Could even go back and take that chair away to see what happens. Okay, that maybe takes it a step too far. Well, since this test is clearly broken and we don't have a cube anymore, usually a cube comes out of here, we pick up the cube, we somehow make our way behind this curtain, because walking through this curtain with the cube would destroy the cube. I think we can just put a portal in here, leisurely put another portal into here, and be behind that very door. Very cool. But now of course we're faced with the issue that where once there was an elevator that would rescue us from this level, there no longer is one. I can see it now. The moment we step into this, the elevator is going to come crashing down on us. Dreamlab, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we kind of got started without you. We were waiting though. Thank you for joining in.
Somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they can't get anywhere. If you hurry back.
We narrowly escaped the fiery hell that was test chamber 19. GLaDOS nearly crashed in the process, and we're slowly making our way out of this first level still. So this is all still the first level after that fiery pit. And very exciting, we got the restream thing going today for good. So it's now streaming to Mixer, of course, and to YouTube, and to Twitch, and to Facebook. That's very exciting stuff. So, in order to get out of this little predicament here, I guess we can put a portal into here. That would kind of get us down into the crouch position. And with a bit of luck we can shoot one into here. Yeah, there we go. This is awkward. But we can make it. Just about. Let's see what awaits us here. How was your day, Dreamlab? Biscuits tells us the YouTube chat is not too crowded. So basically YouTube now has one user that relays all our messages to YouTube. Twitch for some reason doesn't work, but Facebook works, so that's nice. As long as Mixer and YouTube work, I'm all super happy. That's the purpose of this test. If I can do the 3D streams via Mixer and via Restream, that's what I'm trying to That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, World of Warcraft. Very good. Yes, you lose a lot of time doing that. But it's so addictive. What are you gonna do? Yes, I had one of those days today where I had a long list of things to do, and all I really did was stare at my computer rendering images, one after the other, and I was thinking, oh my god, I've got so much to do, what am I going to do first? And in the end, I got hardly anything done, which is terrible when that happens. I'm not entirely sure where the exit is here. Oh, there we go, stairs, that's always comforting. Oh, here, that is this red thing here, that's kind of, I suppose from a game point of view, this is the rat man who was living behind all these things, the guy whose empty bean cans we've met already. He's been drawing these things in there, so that's kind of a clue for us to go that way, I guess. But of course the big question is how we're going to get up there. I can't jump on this thing, but I may be able to keep crouching and then just crouch onto this hydraulic pneumatic thing there somehow. So I'm thinking I could maybe make my way over here via a portal. Via this, perhaps. That is awkward. This is technically just a hole now that's put through the ceiling and the other thing here. And now perhaps if I jump onto this, can I kill it? No, good. Ah, automatic transportation. Okay. Look into the light. Come on, look into the light. Ah, now look behind the grate. So one portal into here, and then perhaps we can go into an orange portal over there, because that's the only place we can currently put portals in. That puts us behind here. Oh, it really makes me think, this game, I have to say. This is a very interesting way of walking around in 3D space. Yes. Oh, maybe I can just step out of here somehow. If I just jump over that, what do you think? Oh yes, that is, that's a good point, Julia. That's why, in fact, I was staring at my computer rendering images. I'm currently animating another logo thing, and I'm doing that so that I had the sun animated. There was I've just explained that in a video. I must upload that actually. May go live in the next couple of days.
Where do you think you're going? Because I don't think you're going. Where do you think you're going? Hello?
And so I kicked off 2 computers to do this render. Should have finished by 8 o'clock this morning, and of course at 5 in the morning we had a power cut, so both computers reset, and they said nah, we stopped rendering halfway through. And I thought, yeah, I have one uninterrupted power supply on my Mac. So the Mac wasn't affected, but of course that wasn't the one that was rendering. So, Dreamlab, do you have an uninterrupted power supply? Oh my god, that must have been terrible. Yes, when games and all kinds of stuff took such a long time to download. Literally forever. See, this is what you need in Florida. I think I was visiting somebody in Texas, and he had the same issue. And that was 20 years ago too. And he says, yeah, you have to have power supply, uninterrupted power supplies in America because the mains grid is just so bad. There's power fluctuations all over the place. I've never had that issue in Germany or the UK. I mean, sure, yeah, when you lose power, you lose power, but that's not when we lose power in Europe. It's kind of, there's a genuine issue there, and you've got no power for like 20 minutes or so. But here, it can happen that once or twice a day, you can just lose power literally for a second or so, like half a second, which is enough to trip most electronics, including microwaves and, oh dear, ouch. Squashed by ceiling. Not exactly what I had expected. Yes, I'm thinking of investing into one for my main computer. Because, I always live with this thing that if during a live stream one of those things happens, the stream goes out. Boof. We also don't think we know where we think we're going. We have no idea where we're going. Perhaps we're going to have a look in here. Ah, we can't put a portal in there. Damn, brother. That's cold. Nah. This is the unportalable area over here. And the ladder rungs can, of course, not be climbed. They're purely decorative. Florida fun, yes. Yeah, I think the one that I currently have with my Mac is nowhere near powerful enough to power the Z800. And the ones that are like the 800-900 watt power supplies, they're expensive. No, don't do that, not again. Oh, okay, good. Whew. Well, so maybe then we can just go and put a portal into this room. That looks like a good exit. Like here. Rod, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, how is she doing? How is Joe holding up? There we go. Aha. Do these things look like pancakes, or am I just hungry? They are just pancakes, aren't they? Strobe waffles, that's right. It's totally the strobe waffle room, I totally agree. I'm just checking my returns here. It looks like the quality seems to be stable now. So whatever I've done there with the new settings, 2 keyframes, well, 1 keyframe every 2 seconds, that totally did the trick. I'm pleased about that. Very good. Rod, you're joining us from YouTube today. That's exciting. You can also come over to Mixer. It's a dual, triple, quadruple streaming affair today. So very exciting stuff. If you're up for it, come over to Mixer and join in the super low latency mega chat. But we can see your comments just fine on YouTube. No problem.
Didn't we have some fun, though? Remember when the platform was sliding into the fire pit and I said goodbye, and you were like, don't worry. And then I was all, we pretended we were going to murder you.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Yeah, no, that wasn't that great, GLaDOS. You wish I'd answer. GLaDOS. Do you know they have them at TJ Maxx sometimes? Strobe waffles. In the total bargain basement, very unpredictable, but yeah, TJ Maxx is your way to buy them. They have them in 2 flavors, chocolate and caramel. Very good. Yes, where else have we seen? Pound Shop? The Dollar Star have them sometimes, but that's very unpredictable. Aha! Rod's on the Mixer! How exciting. Welcome to Mixer, Rod. We're just making our way. Round of applause. And for next time, I'm going to have some shortcuts in which I can cue applause from my Stream Deck. That's going to be exciting. Then new arrivals get a round of applause. That's the spirit. We came from here. Where else are we going to go? Where are we going to go next? Well, I guess... can we go into here somehow? Yes, look at that. Perhaps our mission, should we choose to accept it, would be to somehow end up in this room. I think from a modeling point of view, it's very important to build things behind see-through things. Like this is a great example. If rooms are all enclosed like this, they're very boring. But if you see something like that just in the background, even if you can never go there, if it's there, if it's built there, that's very, very important. Stonemason did this in his downtown loft scene, and he's got this whole geometry surrounding that one apartment. But it's awesome because then you can point the camera at the windows and you see something outside the windows, and that's really realistic. Very cool stuff. Yeah, downtown loft. I don't think we can put anything into this room. I mean, I can't put a portal in here. That would kind of push me up. But where would I go following that? Ah, I see. I can just about put a portal here. There's nothing on the walls where I can I put some on the walls here? No. No, of course not. So we have to do the tough thing and put a portal right here. Then be lifted up from this thing and then get kind of squashed into the ceiling. Okie doke. It's not scary at all. Ah, and now we're above all this stuff. Yeah. Do you know, Dreamlab, I think the cross-platform chat is working. It's one of the successes of today. If you have a look on YouTube, all that we're saying is being relayed to YouTube and back. So Rod was on YouTube, and Biscuits is still on YouTube too. So if Biscuits says something, then it'll appear on Mixer. And what we say on Mixer is saved to YouTube, which is super cool. And Julia has had a look at Facebook. It's also appearing on Facebook. Can't get any better than that. On Facebook, yeah, I think Facebook works slightly differently with the whole chat thing. I think it turns it into comments. It'd be interesting to see. I think it's because Chris was the only one who left a comment from Facebook. I think we can't post to Facebook, so I think there's a restream limitation that it won't let you post something to Facebook. It would, yeah, that could be because you'd end up with 4 million comments. Cool. It's getting there, it's getting there. This is very exciting. But of course, where do we go from here? On the portal, Christina, you mean, or you mean on the stonemason scene? On the stonemason scene, it's definitely modeled. I mean, it's rudimentary, but it is. You can literally go there and you can see all the geometry there. Here on Portal, yeah, I think it depends where we're looking. I think that room that we looked at a minute ago, it looks like, yeah, this one here, right? I think that was the room. It may be that we're actually going to go down there in a moment. Yeah, but that looks like it's actual geometry to me. Any ideas where we should go now? Or where we can go now? Top right, Julia says. This here? No, I came from downstairs. It could well be that this is something that we could, at least we can peek through here, can't we? Yeah, you see this? Yeah, absolutely. So that arrow points to the fact that we're probably going to have to go there. But how? First of all, we're going to move our portal over here, a little bit further over here. That may line us up with this. Oh yes, like that again. Oh my god. Right, good point, yes, and use that magic array modifier. Oh my god, that thing is magic, isn't it? Okay guys, I'm gonna go and jump through this portal, placing an orange portal on the floor as soon as I arrive. As soon as you tell me to jump, I'm totally gonna jump. Oh, oh my god, I'm scared. Ah, 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 ah. Boom! Oh. Ay caramba! Again! Let's do it again! Let's do it again! Oh, oh man, that's lame, isn't it? Ha! Super sketchy, that. So Rod, tell us what's happening with Jo then. What's she got and how can we help? Can we help? It is amazing, isn't it? It really, it's just so cool. I did this test in the beginning again, how I can raise my hand and it literally appears immediately. Actually, let me just do that again because it was so super cool. So here we have YouTube, and can I make that bigger? Can I make that bigger? I can probably make that bigger. There we go. And YouTube hasn't even got my pictures. That's me on YouTube now. And if I wave, that's gonna take like forever. Hey! How exciting, thank you so much. That is very cool. And it takes so long. Derek G, how you doing, Derek? Thank you so much for joining in. So it takes so super long for me to wave and it to appear on there. But watch what happens when I switch my return to Mixer in a moment, because it's just so exciting. It's like 8 to 10 seconds. Look at that. That's me waving there now. That's crazy, isn't it? So if we go switch this over to Mixer, and I think there's some kind of chat thing going as well, that the chat, the relay chat is kind of accommodating for the delay. So I think when we chat, then it only posts it to YouTube like 5 to 6 seconds later. But I mean, look at that. I can literally wave and I start waving right away. This is like looking in the mirror, man. It's unbelievable. It's one of those things, I'm not entirely sure why no one knows about Mixer. I mean, people do know about Mixer, but not enough people know about Mixer. I think we should all be on Mixer. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. So that's Mixer versus YouTube there for you. Unbelievable. See if we can, what else can we do here that makes us come back here? Oh right, yes. So here we go. But vertigo, Rod, in regards to not because she was high up. This is kind of vertigo induced by something else. Oh, I see, and that gets rid of the bed. It's Derek, I don't know that. Is that a game? Five Nights at Freddy's Place, or is that a location?
You shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not late for you to turn back. I'm not angry. Just go back to the testing area.
To the testing area? I very much doubt it. Okay, I think with timing we can just whack a portal into there. See if it worked. Yes, it has. And then we'll just go casually walk past these things here because they're creepy. I'll look it up. Thank you for the tip. Five Nights at the Freddy's. Okay. Right. So it is. That's what vertigo is. I see. And what's the solution for that, Rod? Is that like are there medications against that? Like that, yes, that's how I imagine it. Yeah, like having an inner ear imbalance. That's right, that's how I imagine it. And it just messes with your sense of stableness and all that. You've ranked up? Julius ranked up, everybody. Woo-hoo. Where do we go from here? It's all about getting a sense of where you are right now. I have a feeling we're going to whack a portal somewhere in the top here, behind the fence. Yeah, then there's, of course, there's the side effects on there from meds. Can't put a portal into here. So how's she coping with it? Is it something that she just has to wait it out and it goes away eventually, or how does it work? Any ideas welcome, guys. If you know how to get out of this level, let me know. Because I'm stumped. I'm thinking perhaps I can go one step higher here somehow. Maybe if I put a portal into there, and then at the right moment, I may be able to jump on one of these things. But then, you know, that's gonna kill you. Aha! And then we put a portal into here. And then we maybe put a portal into... Ow! Oh man, that's my portal gun! Oh wow, look at that, I've never seen that effect before. That's like the ghost image of myself, isn't it? And is our portal up there still intact? No, it's not. We have to do it all again. Oh. Or do we? Yeah. Okay, good. No problem. So first we climb up onto one of these things. Then we go and climb up onto one of these things. Then I think I was kind of here. And from here I went somehow up there. And then at the opportune moment I went kind of here, whacked the portal into there, and I think this was now the tricky part, wasn't it? But, ow man! I didn't make my way down. I think I was crushed on the way down. I think I wanted to, but it just didn't work out that way. Okay, third time lucky. Third time lucky. First we go over here. Totally got flat as a pancake there. Again. Okay, I've officially lost it now. I don't. Where do I go? Here maybe. Oh, sound effect. I've never heard that before. I didn't know I could take damage. That's very exciting. So now I move over here, perhaps even over here. And now I'm going to make my way slightly higher up somewhere. Somewhere, he says. If you're lost, that's totally fine. I'm lost. All we need to make sure is we somehow end up on this top platform here. Nobody panic, it's all gonna work out. I think. So super dizzy. And it's noisy too. Ah, man. That's not what I wanted to do. So I'm thinking... how did we get further up? There, like this, right? Blue portal goes here. That will get us up here. As soon as we have the opportunity, we go onto these guys. We whack a freaking portal into here. And so now the trick is, without being squashed here, again, we're just going to make ourselves way down. And what was blue? We're going to put a blue portal into here, and then we'll just casually walk into this upstairs room, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. Yeah, I feel like that as well. I think there's this pit here. We arrive at the very downstairs part, and we somehow have to make our way up these pipes, which is difficult, and then we shoot a portal behind this fence, which was this, and now I think we're finally behind this part. Whew, that was crazy. And now we're gonna have to work out where the next part is. This looks like it's going to the white void over here. And perhaps this way. Any votes? Should we go down here? That's actually the only place we can really go. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay. That gets us here. This is where the companion cubes travel through. They've got their own little pipe network. Very interesting. It's also very calming to watch. I didn't know it was the only way. Ah, yes, and now what are we going to do? Glad I didn't slip off there.
You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it.
Left.
Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy. Well, you may as well come on back.
Where exactly were we supposed to turn left, GLaDOS? Cube Wolf, who might you be? Very cool. Thank you for joining. Cube Wolf from YouTube, very good to meet you. We're seeing this multi-stream event, and I just saw that sometimes I thought you were joining from Mixer at first, and Mixer gives people really weird names. I thought that was one of those, so it's I can see it's not the case, so very good to meet you. We're trying to battle our way through Classic Portal. Currently just that tiny bit lost here, behind the scenes of Portal. I have a feeling we need to make our way past I have a feeling we need to put a portal down here somewhere and kind of jump in it or something. So this arrow, I guess, indicates this is definitely the way to go. But how we get there is not quite so clear to us. Suppose I can put a portal in here and at the opportune moment jump out of it. But of course the big question then becomes, how do we get into it? Do you think I have to jump? I'm not sure if I can jump that far though. Higher up? How do I get higher up? Yes. Tricky, isn't it? Jump where though? Yeah, I suppose the issue is that I haven't got an orange port to place into. Turn right here. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm going to do what Dreamlab suggested. I'm going to go and jump over that leap of faith acid type scenario here. With a bit of, you know, going as far back as I can, and then, oh my god, I'm going to do it. I'm totally going to do it. Is this portal lined up here? Yes, okay, exciting, yes. Come on, we can do this. Oh, they're easy. Look at that. Woo-hoo. This is why I need applause queued up on this Stream Deck thing. Is there an applause emote that we can post in the chat? That would be nice. How do emotes look on YouTube, I wonder? Yeah, thank you very much, Rod. That's exciting. Yes, that's yeah, exactly. Now it was a suggestion. Okay, another arrow that tells us we need to go downstairs, which is, of course, easier said than done. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to jump. I thought I'm just going to peek over there. Boom. Ah. Oh, I see. Emotes are being translated into little, just written out icons. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. I think that red arrow definitely told us this was the right area. Oh, yeah, help. That's what we need. Can of beans, water. Oh, cozy. Love what you've done to this place, like. How are we doing on time? Shall we? Is this a good place to stop? What do you think, or shall we keep going? I'll take votes. It's been nearly 2 hours, Julia says. We can play until the next loading screen. We can have a look what's going down. That looks like it's gonna open in a minute. Oh my god, and it did open. Oh, we're gonna meet robots again. I remember this. And in case this guy didn't get us, this guy would have probably gotten us. Or this guy. The ramens do things in threes, as Arthur C. Clarke was suggesting. Let's see how we can do that. So rude. Let's keep going for another half hour or so. I'm in for that. So, I think if I can just go grab this guy.
Hello,
Man. That was not a good plan. So I was thinking, if I just hide behind here so that nobody can see me, like this. That's a good start. And then we just stay here forever. I think that's a good idea. Well, because now the closest guy to me is here, so I could put a portal into here. How does he even see me? How does that work? Dude, I get it. When is this thing gonna run out of bullets? At one point we'll see just an outline of my body here. Ow. Dude.
searching.
Oh my god, he's still alive. Ah! And I'm not though, that's a shame. Can I pick these things up? Man, a brick, that's not what we want. Can I pick this up? That's good here for protection, that's a good idea. If all the doors open though, that's the, you know. Not anymore, dude.
I don't blame you.
There's more robots than just these 3 guys here. I think there's more robots because where else would they... I think they're targeting me from other places. I think I need that mini nuke from Ratchet and Clank that just takes several foes out in one swift go.
Activated. Target lost. Put me down.
Oh my god. Who is shooting at me? Dude, I'm clearly behind the thing. Dude.
Searching.
Damn. A barricade, that's a good idea, yes. These rocks, obviously they're not really what we need here. Take those away. And of course we need to do this slightly faster because otherwise everyone gets activated. Ah! No, don't do that! No, 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 no! Man! We're down 1! Don't know if you can hear it over the machine gun fire salvo, but we're down 1! That's good! Let's see if we can get another one! Even though I have no idea how to do that. No, don't do that. Ha! Dead. What is this? Some kind of arm that delivers a robot from... That's terrible. So what I did there was just to place a portal behind this guy in his little protection chamber here. And then I just go and just picked him up and dropped him. Yeah, okay, maybe I will save it. It's a good idea. Let's save it. Yeah, let's override this. Robot hell. So, but we're not quite done yet. There's one other guy that we need to have a chat with. Ah,
Are you still there?
I am. But you know.
Critical error.
Yeah, you bet. Critical error. Nah. Ew. If that'd be one of those curtains, I would totally put him through there. Poor guy, yeah. And the other thing he says sometimes is, I don't hate you. That is very cute too. I like that. So, now then. Oh yes, there was a red arrow here, so it suggested perhaps to go up here. That could be a portable area. No hard feelings, that's right, that's what he also says. So they are very cute. This is now the room that I just portaled into from over here. Just about here, can you see that? Little blue portal. And I'm gonna go into that room now through here. This guy, I think he's harmless.
Person, you know that, right? Good people, don't end up here.
Target lost.
Can you hear me?
I wish we could disable her. Maybe there's an off switch. Did you say good night?
Is anyone there?
So he's kind of, he's... I'm gonna put you in the corner here, you know. Don't fall over, don't fall over, so good. Yeah, I think he's not quite... This must be the maintenance area here. Look, these are robots that obviously need a bit of fixing. And he looks like he's just... These guys are totally broken. Not never, but now. And I think this guy, he needs a bit of maintenance. Oh, dude, you... That's crazy. Poor little guy. Okay, don't fall over because otherwise you're totally gonna be dead. Right. Probably, yeah. And the cable wobbles at the end there. So the tracking function obviously still works. Lucky us, the shooting mechanism is no longer intact. We're gonna let you live for now. For now. Let's see what's behind door number 3. Perhaps take the radio with me. Oops. Yeah, let's take the radio. Oh, that's the... Oh, I meant to go into this room here. Man, it's because my portals keep mixing up here. There we go.
Target lost.
There.
Good night.
Yeah, let's tune in right away. 85.2 FM. Portal Radio. Ah. Another pipe full of cubes? At least no advertising. That's good, isn't it?
Activated.
Oh, that's you again, isn't it?
Sleep mode activated.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna go on top of this pipe and I'll see what happens. Again with the wrong portal color issue. There. Ah, there. Okay. One step closer to God knows what. So last time, Dreamlab, we jumped over this, didn't we? And as per your non-suggestion, it totally worked. I'm thinking we should try this again. Julia says it's too far. I'm not sure. I think we're gonna go and try it. What do you think? It didn't work. Oh, is it maybe because we could just put close a portal over here? Oh man, again with the wrong color. Oh, but I can just walk through here now. Ha ha ha. That worked well. More. Oh look, he's all rusty. Somebody had a lot of fun putting coffee stains on these textures. Tools. It's to mend the robots. I like it. And these are like, what are they? Maybe fuse boxes or something? Comms boxes. Didn't we just come from here? Oh, hello. Yeah, I can either... Let me try one of those tools. Maybe I'll just chuck a tool at him. See if that takes him out. Bedtime biscuits? Okay, we're going to wrap it up as well. I'm going to have a look in this room at the bottom here, and then I think I'm going to go... missed it. And then I'm going to wrap it up as well. I'll see what's going down there. I have a feeling this may be a larger room coming up with robots and all, so I think we're going to tackle that perhaps next Monday. Okay, let me try that. And then he chucked a wrench on the guy. Should anything happen, can we get out of here? Yeah, okay, with the orange portal. Ah. Ah, it opens. Ah. Now we get some power generators here. Ah. Shall we go down? Thank you, Rod. Very nice. Yeah, nice lighting. Very good. Let's jump down. It tells us to go over here. As we find another little cake is a lie type room. This time the beans are open and empty. What a shame. Cake is definitely a lie. Yeah. And help. Written in blood. I wonder if we ever find this guy. She's watching you. Indeed she does. Ah. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we work this out next time? I'm gonna go save it here. In fact, let's go save it inside that dead man's cave thing here. That's good. That'll remind us of where we are right now. Let me go and save the game as we are. Whoops. Save it here. There we go. Test chamber 19. I'll save that as a new save. There we go. And I guess that was it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this restream test. I think it was a success. I think it's awesome to know that I can now stream to one provider and it comes out everywhere. This is exciting. And that we finally got the chat working. So yeah, good to know. Thank you, Dreamlab. Biscuit said the chat isn't too annoying for the fact that it's always only got one user, and then so user is restream with the R logo, and then it has in brackets who the message was really from, followed by the message. And then Christina found out that this is actually truncating the messages too, so it's one of those things. Maybe we should watch out for that, but other than that, it's fine. As soon as the video is saved, it'll stay on YouTube for good, and on Mixer it's just going to disappear after 2 weeks, including the chat, but not on YouTube. So I think that's what I really like to see, and the fact that, you know, it's now working. So awesome. I think going forward we'll do a few more tests of this, but going forward then I'll try and do the same thing with the 3D shenanigans streams, with the 3D streams, so that we can do a good conversation on Mixer and YouTube audience can then join in as well. That's kind of the plan. Guys, have a wonderful rest of Memorial Day, that's today, isn't it? Today is Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to everybody. And I will see you on Friday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more 3D schnick, schnack and shenanigans. Take care. Bye-bye.